not going to go through each one of these Scrum events, but just highlight examples of why this is different for everyone based on their different ways that they're going to contribute. But let's look at a couple examples. Sprint planning. We have a playmaker, somebody that has a natural inclination as a playmaker. Again, remember, this is people focus. They're going to want to make sure that everyone's comfortable with committing to all the stories. That is going to be their focus, is about the people and how they feel, or getting them to collaborate during this event. Somebody that is a strategist in sprint planning is going to be looking at more of the strategy on getting the stories done in that sprint. A game changer, on the other hand, is going to find another way to get it done, and they're going to say, hey, let's experiment this sprint, right? That might be coming out of their mouths, right? They're really open to doing something new and something different, right? They challenge that status quo. A polisher is focusing on making sure that we're validating the work, right? Doing it right. And lastly, the implementer. They are going to be very driven to action and wanting to get that event done. So they're very focused on, hey, let's focus, let's get things done. What are the tasks that we have to do? Now, let's look at the sprint retrospective. And this will be my last example. So let's run through it. Strategist, sprint retrospective. They're going to say, I see we're always dependent on other teams. Let's start planning for that, right? They're looking at systems thinking, the patterns, the connections, right? They're very strategic in that mindset. Game changer, that's going to be a little bit different, right? They're going to be thinking about, what's the harm to try something new? If it doesn't work in the next 2 weeks, we just won't continue doing it, right? They have that very natural experimentation and very open to change. Now let's look at the playmaker. Remember, all about people. They are going to say, let's try an icebreaker, right? Get some team building activities so we know each other better. What do you think? Why don't we try something anonymous so we can make sure everyone's voice is heard? So here is just a quick snapshot of, even in our Scrum events, depending on the team members that you have, how they're going to show up, and what their natural inclinations on how to best contribute as a team.